Hi, YouTube.
Hi.
I'm here with Brookie and Jack again, the resident cat. And today, we're just showing you a very common mistake that you can make in pretty much any women's haircut. Especially thick-haired women's haircut.
Shout out to the thick-haired women.
So this hair is wet at the moment, so it's sitting relatively flat. But we all know that when hair dries, it shrinks up. And therefore, we're creating this itty-bitty bump underneath. We don't like that. So, we're just going to get rid of that today. We have sectioned her, how she would normally wear her hair, or relatively close. This is another trick, ladies, if you don't have enough clips. Like if you're really broke and you've gone through all your clips or something.
Rip.
You just take these pieces, wet them right down, pull them back like this. It'll stay out of the way for you, for the most part. Enough that you can do what you want to do, right? There we go. Okay, so we're going to start out this side, because this is where she's got the most hair. Your undercut pretty much grew out, eh?
Oh, it's on the other side, but yeah, it's...
But yeah, I can't even notice it. It's gone now. That's awesome.
We are at one length.
So, that's right. So what we're going to do, where's the handle here? Okay. Instead of cutting one length for all of the hair, because her hair is so thick, we're going to take that up about 1/2 inch. Because her hair is thick, sometimes you don't have to do more than the one, but because, like I said, she's got pretty thick hair. Whoopsies. We're going to take one more. So yeah, we don't have to really lose any length. But we're just going to take that to our guide that we've created. And take that little bump right out of there. Now, we shouldn't have to take anything off of the top layer. So now we have the nice indent going in instead of just the chunky flatness. It's a technical term. Super common mistake, but really easy to fix. But can be a bit of a heart attack if you're in the chair with the client and they're not too pleased with you. I've definitely done that before. I think everybody probably has. Oh, see, there's an example of terrible sectioning stuff. Try that again. Come on, there we go. Practice what you preach, people. Like, come on, Steph, be good. We're gonna need a little bit more water here.
Oh, I could have done that.
Oh, you're good.
I assist.
Oh, you're a good assistant. Brookie the assistant. She the best. So then we just have to go back through our haircut and go with our guide we created from the front. Again, only really taking off that, whoops, 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch. Also, people don't say whoops.
Yeah, please don't. I do it all the time, and it's like...
bad juju.
I meant oops because I dropped something, not oops, there's a giant hole in your head.
Yeah, oops, I fucked your hair up. So now we come to this ear, this dreaded ear. So what we want to do, because otherwise we'll get a hole, is we're just going to stretch, keep our tension down anyway, and put the comb above the ear and lift that little bit up so we don't get the hole.
Ah,
Did you know that one?
no, I didn't know that trick.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's a really handy one, especially in women's hair.
Learn to go at it like that. Like just turn the head and...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, I don't know about that turn in the head, though, because doesn't that mess up your standing position and stuff?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
If you're
know.
doing
That
it
must
from
be a new
behind.
thing, because I never learned to turn the head or nothing. The only thing we ever learned, which I'm going to do in a minute here, is getting you to look down a bit.
Yeah.
And then we're just gonna, I noticed a few other just little bumps and stuff. Normally we probably wouldn't have to take much off of the top layer if it's just a little fix, but not a big deal. Just a little bit, not the end of the world. So again, we're gonna go back to our water bottle because that's not wet enough. There we go. And again, we go back to our lovely guideline. And because I know she flattens her hair, we want to make sure that our tension is 0 degrees, right? To the floor. But see, this is an easy fix. This takes like 0 time. You save yourself the panic attack that you get when you get a thick-haired client in, and all of a sudden you can see these crazy bumps. And I've done this 100 times before. I've been in hair for a while, so it took me quite a while to learn this trick. So if you didn't know this, don't even worry about it. Hair is totally a learning experience, and it always will be. So just chalk it up as something new that you learned today. Right, Brookie and Jack?
Yeah.
And again, there's just a little bit of a bump on the top, nothing crazy. But we want to make sure that we don't cut the top layer shorter than the inside layer, because otherwise we're going to end up with that bump again, right? That's why we need the shorter layer underneath.
Oh, I thought that was Jackson. I'm
Oh.
like, oh, hello.
Look what's up, Betty!
I want to see your face too.
Yeah, here we go. This won't take much longer, my love. Now, though, because we're at the nape of the neck, we want her to just look down just a little. Perfect, just like that. Not too much. If you go too much, all of a sudden we're out of luck there. But that's another way that you can create the hole in the back, is if you leave, especially a thick-haired person with their head just straight. Stay. And again, we're just going to go back to our pre-line there. And Brookie's a good client, but don't let your client just like frickin' move their head up for no reason. Don't let them just move. Like,
Drives me fucking mental.
it's a bad life choice.
When I tell you to look down, keep looking down until I say look back up.
That's
guys.
right, just
or I
keep it.
signal your
I just
head.
move people's heads around.
Yeah.
Me too. I actually started doing that as well because it's just
Like I don't,
easier.
and if you don't move your head, I will tell you to move your head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just move your head.
Let me move you. Like I said to you, let me move you. Beautiful.
I don't know. I find when people tell you look down, it helps to actually look down.
Usually
Like-
it helps.
Right down. Don't let your eyes wander. Just look down. I'm really fucking big.
That's okay.
Woo!
This is a place of peace and love. Now because she's Now because she's wet is because we're getting the curl out, but as soon as she dries, she's gonna curl under.
Because you're cutting it to curl under.
That's right.
Yay!
Yeah, because your hair's too thick. Otherwise, you get the fucking ski jump look, right? Do you notice that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why. It's because they're cutting it all at the same length, right? Which is great if you're fucking Farrah Fawcett. But if you're in 2019 with the rest of us, it's not exactly the look you're fucking going for. Just saying. So I know that this has taken like 10 minutes, but you can do this sitting in the chair with your client sitting in the chair without them even knowing that you've done this, that you've fixed this mistake. Because you could do it in 3 minutes if you're paying attention and you're not chatting with your girlfriends, grab assing. Whee! Spin her back around. Beautiful. Now, in order to make sure that we have both sides the same length, because I know that's something that we were talking about at the beginning. I'm pretty sure I took care of it with this little fix, but I'm just going to double check. So I would take probably just a little beyond the eyebrow on either side. Sorry, I'm going to cousin itch you for a second here.
Okay.
She's got a bit of a bang, so we're even going to just do a little bit more of a circle to get that hair in there. I know this puts your client's hair in their face, but just tell them to fucking deal with it for a minute. Maybe don't use that terminology. But.
Maybe not.
So we want to make sure that we've got all these lengths at the front, okay? It's because of how you part it, but that's okay.
Oh, and I have a towel.
A little bit. So then we're just going to actually take these pieces, take these pieces behind the ear, and we're just going to go to feel a little bit. And see this side is a little bit longer. So we're going to repart you a little bit here. Sorry, I know I kind of move your hair a lot.
That's okay.
I'm one of those
That's
stylists.
actually, I'm so glad you are teaching this because this is something I struggle with.
Oh, really?
I can't do symmetry. It sucks.
It's really difficult, especially when you have a bang like this going back.
Mm-hmm.
But so actually, it's kind of funny because I think that it may be the same little thing actually that you're seeing. So we're gonna do this again with the top layer. You know what? That's going against my own advice. We're gonna actually section you because you got thick hair, and I think I know where the problem is. Because it's not at the front. It's like here. So we're gonna take. Oh yeah, look at that, ladies and gentlemen. That's exactly it. So we got our little hole from our ear is what happened. So no big deal. Again, easy fix as long as you don't, but yeah, easy fix, not a big deal. But that's where a little bit of extra length is coming from.
It's always good to just double check everything.
Yeah, of
And you
course.
can. It doesn't matter if you need to make an extra $1 if you're like on commission or something and you're on a time limit. It's always, you're just gonna save yourself essentially.
I agree. I do not think that a stylist's top priority should be efficiency.
Mm-hmm.
There it is, right there. You can see it just over my guide that I already cut. So then we're just going to double, triple check here, because what did we just say? It's good to double, triple check. So again, the way that we can do this, top of the ear. And there it is again, just our little itty bitty hole that we got there. Which normally on somebody with fine hair, you would not even see.
Mm-hmm.
That's why that is such a big deal. So now we're going to do our lovely eyeball test, or our feeling test again. Beautiful. So now we're going to make our client do her feel test, because she's a stylist. How does it feel on either side? Does it feel even now?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, better, hey?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, better. Awesome. We're going to let our client take a look and everything. But that was an easy, fast way to fix the little bump that you'll get in the bottom of thick-haired clients. So just a quick review. What we did is we sectioned her into 3 sections, 3 smaller sections. We cut smaller pieces in the bottom of her hair, which causes this top layer to curl under rather than out, and therefore you don't get those bumps that appear when the hair curls out. So yeah, easy peasy. Thanks for joining us. Had a great time again. It's always fun. I hope you learned something. Thanks for stopping by, and remember, love is the answer.